Hey Libra, this is Isel. I wanted to go ahead and do your 15th through the end of October reading, and happy birthday as well. Yeah, I wanted to do you first because it seems like Libra is the most watched sign of my videos, so I figured I should just go ahead and honor you for your birthday and appreciate you in watching my videos in regard to you. So I'm feeling too, I want to do this a little bit differently. I'm not sure why. I want to do your person and you. Okay, I'm going to do that with, okay, this deck. It's your person. Show me their person. Love and relationship reading. Four of Wands. With death on the bottom of the deck. That's what I feel like I'm supposed to do. Okay, so I'm going to pull another one for you now, and I'm also going to take the bottom of the deck in regard to that. So, Four of Wands, Death card. Scorpio energy. You have fire energy as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you have movement, you have transformation, you have shifting energies, thought forms, the way that we feel through things, the way that we re-engage in getting ourselves to the next level within relationships, within ourselves, what we need to die, what we need to allow to die within us so we can move forward. You know, if you have an aspect of your relationship that you are experiencing to the point where it's starting to bring up understanding within stagnancy, within yourself, within your thought forms, within the way that you go about your relationships, the patterns that you procreate. I think it's important to recognize if that is actually moving you towards the new direction that you want to be in. Is this overall energy or is this the partner? It's for both, but okay. Thank you. Okay. So this is the partner. It's the Six of Cups and the Lovers. So someone from your past, someone that you've experienced before, this is kind of what I'm talking about. It feels that they might be evaluating this within themselves. And I think if they are somebody from the past, it's more so in favor of them evaluating the new path that they want to secure, but also not just moving past what has happened in the past, but you know, it's not about negating things. It's about actually taking stock in what we contribute to the outcome that is now and what we will contribute to what is moving on into the further aspects of your relationship. This does not mean you have to be separated from this person. This can very much mean that you love this person. We have two cards of deep soulmate energy here. You know, this doesn't have to mean that this is somebody, you know, coming back from the past. It very well could be if that's a situation for you. Also, this is not a bruise. I don't even know if you can see it or not, but I do cupping, therapeutic cupping, and I cupped my neck a little aggressively the other day. And yeah. But what I'm feeling here is like this is an energy where I feel like we're learning lessons in regard to what they're experiencing. Like they're learning lessons in regard to what it is that will move them forward, what it is in evaluation to you that they pick up on, you know, that they combine with what they're learning. How do I say this to you? I feel that there's like a peaceful air here in regard to what they're learning, and I'm sorry, in regard to how they are feeling about conveying it. This is a way fucking out there message. Okay. Show me Libra in this situation. So you have the King of Pentacles in reverse, Libra, with the Devil. Now, some of you, this could be their energy. This is a general tarot reading, so the energies can go either way. You need to figure out which one it is for you, how that works for you. You know, nothing's written in stone. These are cards. But the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Devil, you know, first off, my initial hit is it feels like there's a level of, like, how we go about what we want in the future is very dependent on what we release now, what we willingly communicate to release now so that we can progress with, like, sure footing, you know. And it feels also like if this is you, Libra, it's almost like it's a release of the need to want to control something. And it's not necessarily controlling something because you think you're just right. It's more like the need to just control in general, and it's not even like well thought, because some of the things that I'm feeling are like, they're nonsensical, and it's like you've had an interesting attachment style to them. It's something that it's something that was brought. It's like when you learn things from childhood, like those are learned patterns, the way that we operate in life. You know, it's almost as if the release of this, the letting go of this particular thing in context to how you get your relationship moving forward is more in regard to like releasing pettiness, releasing control, needing to be right, releasing, you know, it's almost like an unhealthy attachment to wanting to be right, to wanting to be correct in some way. It's almost like going above and beyond to like prove your point or be correct. But yeah, your person, and I feel though too, it's like there's an energy here where it's like there's space and time enough for both of you to learn. There's space enough and time enough here for both of you to understand and give one another the space and time to understand each other and how you're approaching the situation. That's what it feels like. Show me more. It's a strength. And what lies between you is the Magician. Okay, so to recap this energy, this is moving forward. Remember, wanting to move forward in a new direction, but the new direction happens when we have clarity of what it is that we have already experienced. We can't bring back, you don't want to bring back the past, but you can't bring back certain aspects of the past into the future and want them to work. You need to, it's really important for both of you to communicate what you're releasing and move forward. You know, it's very much about communication, I feel. This is not a typical reading. I'm feeling very much to speak it this way, you know. And I'm not somebody who's going to say I'm being told. Like I'm feeling things, I'm intuiting things, I get physical feelings, like you know, and so I don't want to say I'm being told, like somebody's here telling me. Like I just get a bunch of different things. I guess that's me being told, but like it kind of irks me when tarot readers are like, oh, they said this. I'm like, okay. Anyways, sorry, I don't mean to go off into a tangent. But yeah, this is the desire to have a deep look in regard to what it is. Both of you are having a deep look in regard to your own situations leading towards the future. This is foundations. This is connection. This is commitment. This is what happens before. This is when I say commitment, this is what happens before commitment. It's like foundation work. You know, the Three of Pentacles in regard to this, and I'm picking up on that right now, is it's like, you know, it's a willingness to create together in it's social standing. It's your home together, your life together, like choosing to work together in regard to how you see things move forward, just in how your communication is. Again, this is very much about communication for some of you. You know, this is, I'm sorry, this reading is not like typical readings. I'm getting a lot of interesting, specific things, and that's just kind of how I have to pay attention to it. And maybe I'll do another one because you're such a good Libra and it's your birthday month. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe not. But anyways, yeah, the Magician here, I definitely feel that this is moving forward into something, but it's also about having the awareness, foresight, but also having the patience it is to move forward with this person. I don't feel that it's a bad thing. I feel that it's more like a cautious action in regard to how you want to go about these things, how you want to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers, but yeah, show me the devil. I'm sorry. Show me death. Show me death. So the Three of Cups. To move forward harmoniously with this person, it's like you have to, you know, to choose the direction that you want to go in with this person. The Two of Wands, you have to come to an agreement. You have to come to a communication with them. You have to make sure that how it is that you project yourself and still be heard. There's still this weird feeling of like, and still be heard, like, and still be heard. It's like, I want to be heard. Be careful about this King of Pentacles in reverse. Don't be so stubborn that your words become toxic and manipulative. Don't be so stubborn that you, you step on this situation. What the hell? Okay. Show me the King of Pentacles. Show me the King of Pentacles. Okay. You've got the World with the Six of Wands. You know, again, like what I'm talking about here, learning to not be a toxic communicator, learning to not be stuck in where it is that you have to be right, you know, coming from where you need to be right, whatever it is. Like I'm feeling being right, being heard, being right, but dominating a conversation, dominating the way that it goes. It's like a level of ascension within how you choose to communicate. It's like the words that come out of your mouth from this point on are more so in tandem with how your partner will respond. How your partner will respond. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like a death to the way that you chose to act, the way that you chose to be. I don't feel this reading is like the end of the world for somebody or like your relationship's crumbling. If anything, I feel that this is a relationship reading where it's more like these are fine-tuning points where you're stabilizing energy so that you can both be clear in how you want to communicate with one another, but also take into consideration and regard how you operate within yourself so that you can have a smoother future together versus something choppy. You have the Six of Wands here as well. Again, another card of communication, but definite movement, you know, movement into the future. you know. This is future energy, the world, you know, this, sure, it's travel, sure, it's, you know, moving somewhere, sure, it's, you know, I feel that this is learning. I feel that this is learning deep understanding of self and how we evaluate what we contribute. How, like, and it's split second. It's split second, like how we evaluate what we contribute to our communication, within our communication, so that the dialogue is not tarnished. Okay. Yeah, that's what you are learning, or they are learning, or it could be a combination of both. Somebody, that's a message for somebody there. Show me the devil in reverse. Show me the devil in reverse. Again, you have strength at the bottom of the deck. I feel that with that too, before I even say anything, I feel with strength, it's almost like getting... It's like having the patience to understand yourself. Having the patience to understand yourself and how you communicate, how you get things across, Libra. It's growing up. It's a baby step, a baby. I feel baby. I don't know. Baby what? It's baby steps. In Temperance and the Three of Swords in regard to the devil in reverse. So, you know, communication sometimes can be really harsh. This doesn't always have to mean third-party situations. It doesn't always have to mean your heart is broken. Swords energy represents communication. Sometimes when communication is harsh, sometimes when communication is... it's all about me, or like it's everything I say has to be right, you know, at the detriment of my partner or their trust in how I convey my messages. It's almost like an onslaught, an emotional onslaught. These are the things that I'm feeling right now. Like they are not from, they're from the cards, but they're also like I'm an intuitive empath. So this is how I read. Sometimes I'm having a very interesting reading with this. This feels like communication again, how you communicate with your partner, what it is in regard to your love styles, you know, in regard to what it is that they need from you. I feel that whatever has separated you in regard to communication, you don't have to be separated. I don't think that you're separated. I feel that this is in regard to how you talk to one another, but I feel it's almost as if sometimes like you have created this pretty picture image in your head, or like maybe that's how it was. Like, I don't want to say it's a farce. I don't think it's a farce, actually. I feel like it's almost like how you've experienced something. It's how you've experienced something and how it has hit you and made you feel. So you have your own images and attachments of the emotions that should be that should coincide with that. But when they communicate, it's almost as if what happens is like they don't see that, they don't recognize how you feel about it, and so they go ahead and the way that they communicate, it's harsh, it breaks everything down, and it doesn't gel with your picture. That's for some of you. But I feel whoever this is, though, whoever was this recipient of harsh communication, could be you, could be your partner, I feel that it left them feeling very unpaid attention to isn't the right word. It's not even a word. Uncared for, in the dark. It left somebody feeling very in the dark and kind of alone with themselves in regard to how they process things. And at this point, they are trying to heal that. And it's a connection. It's a conscious effort to heal that with Temperance as well. But it's also a healing of the inner self. This is a very in-depth reading in regard to self, looking at our motives and the communication. This is a very interesting reading, Libra. I don't know if this is going to gel with anybody here. I really hope it does, but I don't know, you know, I may do another one, who knows. But for strength to be here at the bottom in regard to this as well, I feel that this is a definite need and necessity for patience within your situation, just because that is key. That's key. And like, there's something also about like needing to be, instead of having to be right or having to be heard, it's almost like needing to be noble in regard to how you allow your partner's space and platform to speak without trying to speak after them or trying to overspeak them. Like, you know, we listen to process words, we don't listen to speak, you know. I mean, yes, we do communicate things afterwards, but like a lot of people just, they're waiting to talk. They don't process the stuff. They don't feel the information. They're just like waiting for their person to stop talking or waiting for somebody to stop talking so they can talk. It's not about that. It's about like conquering that energy so that you, it's like that's part of it. That's really, really heavy. It's almost like I feel somebody like begrudgingly like holding on to like that energy, but it's from a long time ago and it's actually poisoned so many ways of communication just within your life or their life, whomever this is. It's almost like it's been a steady issue that has haunted this person in regard to how they communicate, and it stops them from meeting new people or like making different, it stops something. It stops something. It's weird. Okay. Show me strength, please. Show me strength. The Chariot. So, you know, the Chariot and the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. With this patience, with this definite discerning decision within discernment on your or their part, you move forward into a new direction, and it's quite, I feel, transformative. I feel it's quite liberating for both. You know, don't be afraid to communicate bluntly. This Page of Swords here. Don't forget to communicate bluntly, but also don't forget to use, Libra, you're an air sign. A lot of the times you want to be a little bit more so on the logical side. Sometimes the romantic aspect of you can pop through as well, and you can get a little clouded by your emotions. But I feel that it's important here to also allow some level of emotional aspect in so that you can have more feeling here in regard to how you communicate and how you present yourself. How do I say that? Is there more? It's like being open to being, I don't want to say fanciful. That's not the right word. Fanciful isn't the word. More so like allowing yourself to be playful, allowing yourself to have more of an imagination in regard to how you communicate, how you convey of yourself. And this isn't just like a communication style with your partner. Yes, it is, but this is also a communication within yourself. How do we see within ourselves so we're not constantly picking ourselves apart? Where do we allow that child, like, you know, I wouldn't think that you would be so harsh on a child. Like, I would think that you would view them as a child, learning, small baby steps, progress, but also we have to be conscious of this child and we have to be compassionate of this child. That is what I'm feeling that you need to incorporate within yourself. That's what I'm feeling that you have to like be sure to infuse in your communication with your person, but also within how you get to this stage within yourself. This is a very interesting reading. I don't know. I think I want it to be more like organized, and it's just all over the place. Show me the Magician. Show me the Magician. So you have Six of Swords, Death, the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So again, needing to definitely see this situation for what it's been and allow for some serious transformation. This person is part of you. This is just a fact. This person is part of you. And, you know, don't be so separatist. Like, I felt like a huge, like, no, they're not part of me. I'm like, yeah, they are part of you. They're definitely part of you. You need to be conscious of how you go about loving, how you choose to love. I feel it's important to pay attention to love styles. I said in another video at some point, I don't know enough about love styles or love languages. I keep meaning to learn about it, but I haven't yet. But I feel that this is a definite need to pick and choose wisely in regard to how you communicate your emotions. You know, have a devil and an angel. Have a devil and an angel on your shoulders. Like, consider, like, thinking that, making that mental picture when you communicate. This is a weird reading. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel, what the fuck do I feel? There's an energy here where it's like the whole crux of this really kind of falls upon like the stability within the communication of this relationship. It's lost stability from that, but also decision making here. Show me the Five of Cups. King of Cups. The Moon at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you need to forget certain things that you want to bring up. I feel like that ship has sailed. What does that mean? You need to forget about certain things that you want to bring up. It's almost like the things that you might want to hold on to in regard to fighting. This may be from past relationships in regard to your communication styles, in regard to how you go about expressing yourself when I feel that you're upset, when you're feeling regretful, heartbreak, like when you feel confronted. I feel like there's almost a way that you lashed out at somebody else or somebody else lashed out at you that you really need to divorce yourself from. If this is a past partner, divorce is the word. But do not bring it into your situation, especially with this new person or with the person that you're with. If this is somebody that you have not divorced or you're still in a relationship with, maybe divorce is not the way to go, but a full overhaul in regard to communication. This whole reading is about communication, but moving in a positive direction once that's attained. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a lot to deal with. Yeah. So walking away from... Come on. I feel very much communication that hurt somebody, communication that was very harsh. Again, this type of communication that hurt somebody's feelings. I don't feel that that's third-party situations. I don't. This person loves you. You love them. Ten of Coins. King of Cups. I think that this is the end of an era in regard to the connection. It's a transformation. I don't think that this is a death to you or your partner of the relationship. I think that this is a choice within how we release what it is that we've experienced. So, yeah, this person loves you, and this is more so for the long haul. This is more so for the long haul. I don't feel that this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Doesn't have to be. Definitely feels like somebody that is loving, though. Feels like they, like the arrows of love. They hold the arrows of love. Yeah, it's in a connection, love relationship. This is ongoing. This is ongoing. All about communication. Fix your communication style, Libra. Have them fix whatever it is that they need to stabilize. Show me for Libra. Flirt with each other. Bring back your romantic side. Yeah. What the fuck? They're all falling over. Codependency at the bottom of the deck. Don't be codependent. This is also codependent energy here. Do not rely on codependence. If codependence is also something that you need to release from past relationships, the way that your love style is, sometimes that we're, this feels like when we grow up with really poor role models within love, within our relationship, understanding of relationships, codependency can be a huge issue. And if we're bringing that into our lives and relationships on a regular basis, like that can really poison everything. So anyways, Libra, I'm going to shut it down here. I really may just do another video, traditional style, like, I don't know, Celtic cross or something, just to give you something else. It seems very specific for somebody. So maybe you'll get two. Happy birthday. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.